Hello everyone, this is Hakaym and welcome back to some more World of Warships, and today I'm finally showing off the French destroyers, and I'm starting off with the Tier 5, the Jaguar. As you obviously are well aware, French destroyers have been released, and, well, released sorta, they haven't been released fully. You can get up to the Tier 8, after that we're still waiting, so you can at least get up to the Tier 8. Now, I didn't decide to show off the Tier 2 through 4, generally because they're lower tier. Not a lot of people are interested in the lower tiers. That's kind of the nature of World of Warships. Now, if you guys are outraged and you want to see low tiers, I will do it. Now, I do have a clanmate of mine that was going up through the low tiers, and they're pretty powerful, apparently. Their torpedoes are pretty good. They are very fast. They have a good range on the low tier as well. So overall, pretty good as from what I've heard. Now I am joined with Titan in the Hill, and I believe Ski Ball in the October Revolution. Now let's actually talk about the destroyers. Well, as you're probably aware, the French destroyers are unique in the fact they don't really have smoke. They don't even have a chance to get heal, but they do have that reload booster, which is superbly nice. Now the Jaguar, it's alright. It's nothing too impressive. It does have 5 guns. Reload is 6 seconds, so once again, kind of not overly impressive. Obviously, as you can see, the American destroyers have a much higher reload, but the benefit of the Jaguar is it does have a little bit larger caliber guns than most tier 5s. So decent as far as damage, but once again, not really impressive. Actually, I don't even think you can almost, it's the guns are just meh, to be perfectly honest. Now, obviously, the changes to the CVs has come out. It's actually buffed the CVs. The improved AA, which does take a bit more skill rather than just setting kind of a general area, does require you looking in a direction and hitting at your either O key, or I usually use the little swoosh thing. Now, torpedoes on the Jaguar is pretty good. Once again, it has a really good range, 8 kilometers. Detect is nothing too impressive. It is, I believe, 6.4. So, not really impressive there. Overall, the Jaguar is kind of that meh tier. It can do its job, but once again, it's just not really where or what you're kind of expecting. You don't get the reload booster until tier 6, so you don't actually get the opportunity to use that. But you can at least definitely do some damage, and the range on the guns is pretty good too. Easily making it out to 11 kilometers. But mostly the reason why I decided to show this battle is the most dangerous counter to a French destroyer is CVs. CVs, once again, are now in a perfect spot to really counter French destroyers. French destroyers, AA, at least the Jaguar, is kind of middle of the road. It's not overly impressive. It only has a 3-kilometer range. Most USN destroyers have a much further range and slightly better AA. So definitely, it really comes down to the fact that CVs kind of are a little strong against French destroyers. But the whole playing style of the French destroyers is being very hyper aggressive, because you're not really sneaky. Your only defense is your speed. You don't have any smokescreen, so you do have to kind of play on that knife's edge, being aggressive but not being too overly aggressive to where you're in a position where you can just get focused down and taken out all by your lonesome. So unfortunately, we have just lost Titan in the Hill there. Did manage to take out that battleship, which is really beneficial. Now, the speed on the Jaguar without the engine boost with the speed flag is 37.5 knots. Overall, once again, not too bad. But once again, it's in a really straight line. Now, the French destroyers, they're kind of big. They're actually fairly big in comparison to many other destroyers, especially USN destroyers. I would almost say they're very similar to like the IGN gunboat line, or obviously the USSR, Udaloy, and even the Khabarovsk. But turning Soka radius, decent. Once again, not really that impressive. And as you can probably tell, I wasn't really that infatuated with the Jaguar. She just, it's not my playstyle. Um, it does take very good control and understanding of the game to probably do very well in the French shores. Now, once again, you can actually be a torpedo boat with these, because the torpedoes are very quick in the water and they have a good range on the torpedoes. Now, I am relying on Ski Ball's AA. Unfortunately, it's October Revolution, so it's really not that impressive, but I'm at least trying to get support from his AA as much as possible. And here goes to show you that if a CV really wants you dead, it will most definitely try to get you killed. So unfortunately, majority of this battle is just going to be me trying to survive against a CV that wants me dead more than anything else. Which, I mean, I really don't blame him, because the whole southern side of their flank is wide open. Our team is kind of lollygagging. We're losing a few ships here and there. We're currently down a ship. And the enemy team is reacting to the fact that that we are pushing towards their base right now. But obviously that CV is just going to counter me. So no matter what I do, it's going to end badly. T-22 is now detected. Fortunately, detect on the Jaguar is not too terrible. I do run, and my captain's not fully spec'd up. I believe it's only a 10-point captain, something like that. So it does have at least concealment expert, which is really beneficial. One nice thing about the guns is the fact that the last 3 turrets actually face backwards. So running away isn't a really good ploy, because majority of your guns are facing backwards, and you can swivel more quickly between the 2 positions. Fortunately, we are focusing that T-22, and this is another good counter against French destroyers, is once a French destroyer opens up, all the enemy destroyer has to do is just smoke, because as long as there's someone around or a CV, that French destroyer is going to be spotted. It has no real quick way to go undetected. It does have to mean it will have to at least try to evade for 20 seconds. So yeah, that's definitely the downside. But yeah, look at this. This is the reason why French destroyers cannot be fun. It's very annoying having to deal with a CV. So you have no way to really counter it. You don't have a smoke screen. You really do have to rely on your friendlies, which fortunately we do have a October Revolution kind of round, assisting as much as possible. And things aren't looking very well for us at this time. We have a very low health Pensacola, easily one shot for anyone. Even the Atlanta, and look at these torpedo beats. Very slow torpedo beats. But overall, Jaguar, yeah, I'm not a big fan of. It feels clunky. Maybe it's just not my playing style, to be perfectly honest. It's probably just due to the fact that I'm not a really type of person that is a gunboat. It's not the standard destroyer, quotation marks, that you normally see when playing, for example, the IGN, the USN, or even the German line. So the only major benefit is its guns and its torpedoes, which the torpedoes are, once again, pretty nice. But here, once again, CV's coming after us, and you can see that initial burst of damage is nice. I think it was 111, but then it just drops down to 1 to 2 points of damage every tick, give or take. Now, the reload on the focus fire for your AA sector is quick on destroyers, which is nice. It lasts for 10 seconds, so it is beneficial. But as you can see, CV's just getting away with it. Not really much you can do. Now, as far as health isn't particularly amazing. Once again, you probably will be wanting to go for the increased health on your captain, just so survivability expert, just so you have additional health, so you can live for a little bit longer. But I definitely would recommend going through the Jaguar as quickly as possible to get up to the tier 6. And I am well aware that the French destroyers are going to be French names, and that's going to take a little bit of practice. I am going to look up the names and how to pronounce them, because I try my very best to do that. Now, surprisingly, our team has managed to bring it back, which is really, really beneficial. Ski Ball is doing a fantastic job against the KGV. Nicholas is spotted, and as you can see, Nicholas was waiting to torpedo our friendly there, and I'm going to die. There's actually no real way to go about it, so I do drop torpedoes. It's pretty much coming down to the fact that also got hit by the KGV, and against enemy destroyers, your HE is pretty good. Granted, that was 998, not too impressive, but with 53 points of health, I'm not going to survive this. That is the killing blow there. But fortunately, our torpedoes were good, and we do earn a flesh wound, getting our first kill of the game. And somehow our team has made it back. We are actually going to win this, and I'm going to actually give props to the friendly Good Nights now, who does manage to almost get a Kraken. Fortunately, Ski is able to at least focus down this KGV with the assistance of the CV. And I really wish I could take control of the camera, because even the Good Nights now, look at this. That T-22 completely misses his shot there. But as far as my thoughts on the French destroyers, and once again, this is just initial with the Jaguar, and I'm moving up through the lines. Now, also, I should also point out there will be other videos in regard of the Research Bureau, but that won't be till the next episode on Friday, so we'll talk about that a little bit more. And all that's left on the enemy team is the enemy carrier, and I'm actually playing this out. This is a win for us, but the reason why I'm going to play this out, just to give this Good Nights now some props, because I complimented him in this battle. It's a really good job kind of bringing us back, so high props there. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. We're going to watch this Good Nights now go after the enemy CV, finally getting some revenge on the CVs. And I'm still kind of hesitant in regards to CVs. Once again, and I know I've said this 2 times before, CVs kind of countered French destroyers quite a bit. If that CV really wants you dead, I know that can be said for almost any destroyer, but other destroyers have the ability to equip smokescreen at least. So, Jaguar, it's alright. I'm not overly impressed by it. I'm hoping when I go through the higher tiers, the whole strength of the French destroyers will become a lot more clear. And using HE, okay, that's interesting. Now, that is going to be it for this video. Once again, I'm just going to let this play out. If you like what you saw, hit the like and subscribe button. You guys have a great and fantastic day. Zai Gen.